Great day, attractive thinker. It is a great day to be alive. I was thinking this morning while I was having my mental breakfast about the journey that we as new, aspiring, and first generation entrepreneurs take, because I'm a first generation entrepreneur myself. And I wanted to just stop by real quick. And I hope you have your Attractive Thinker notebook handy to capture these gems, because I want to shine the light on a certain area of our journey just to give you some insight and some clarity and give you momentum in your day so that you can continue to make progress no matter what it looks like outside of you. I want you to think about this for a moment. So many times on my entrepreneurial journey, I was making accomplishments, but I could not see that I was making progress until I turned around and looked back. How many times have you looked at photos and you realized that you were really on the path? You were making progress. You were doing a great job, but at the time, in the moment, you didn't think that you were making progress. You didn't think you were doing so well, or you didn't think the event turned out so well, or the book was so great, or whatever it is that you were working on. You couldn't see the progress while you were in it. But when you turned around and looked back, you were able to see more clearly. Have you ever heard the phrase hindsight is 2020? I've had that experience so many times in my life. And when I really thought about it this morning during my mental breakfast, hindsight is 2020. That means that going forward as a new, aspiring, and first generation entrepreneur, it's going to be dark. You'll be moving forward in the dark. If hindsight is 2020, that means you're not going to see the full picture or see clearly until you turn around and look back. That means until you've accomplished it, or until you've reached a certain point in your progress, whereas you're able to see more clearly. What am I saying? What is this saying to us as attractive thinkers? It means that you can't go by what you see outside of you going forward. When you put your hand to something, when you get an idea and you're building, you're not going to see the full picture while you're in it, while you're building. And I'm saying this, I want you to really understand this today, because I'm not sure what it is that you're working on right now, or what idea came to your mind that you desire to develop, or where you are on your entrepreneurial path. I just want to encourage you, because sometimes as new, aspiring, and first generation entrepreneurs, we don't have people around us with that entrepreneurial spirit and that entrepreneurial energy, that passion and that drive and determination. And most of the time, if you are a first generation entrepreneur, then you are it. You are the model. You don't have a model in front of you, so you are the model. So I wanted to shine the light and let you know that although you may not be able to see the full picture, you are making progress. I'm here to tell you that you are making progress. You know how, have you ever been in a car driving and you find a parking space and you have to actually back into it? And it may be tight. It may be a tight space, a car in front of you, a car behind you, and someone in the car with you, a passenger, is nice enough to say, you know what? I'm going to get out and show you your blind spots and help you get into this parking space. I'll let you know how far to pull back and when to stop. That's somebody covering your blind spots. If that person wasn't there, you could bump the car behind you. You could bump the car in front of you. You could even possibly pull out and move to another parking space, thinking that you won't fit, thinking that your car will not fit, when in actuality it will fit. You just needed somebody to cover your blind spots and let you know that you are making progress. And that's what I want to do for you today, attractive thinker. Just cover your blind spots and let you know that you are making progress, even though it may not look like it outside of you. And I'm saying outside of you because you're the activator. When you move, things move. If you're not moving, things aren't moving. So you can't really base your progress on what you see outside of you and what's taking place outside of you, because you're the activator. It's only going to move when you move. That means you're making it happen in real time. And have you ever heard the phrase, I've heard, the first time I heard this, it made a lot of sense to me. I heard someone say, you can't see the picture because you're in the frame. Write that down in your attractive thinker notebook. Capture that gem. You can't see the picture because you're in the frame. Think about that. So on your entrepreneurial journey, when you're moving forward and making progress, I just wanted to stop by and shine the light and let you know that you are making progress. You are moving forward. There is momentum taking place in your life. You are building. You are getting closer and closer to your goal. It is going to turn out the way you anticipated or better. I want you to write that down in your Attractive Thinker notebook. My goal is going to turn out, my results are going to turn out the way I anticipated or better. Because, Attractive Thinker, when you're in real time building, if hindsight is 2020, you're building, you're going forward blindly. You may bump into things, you may stumble a little bit, but when you get to where you're going and the light comes on for you and you're able to see more clearly, you realize that you were making progress the whole time. Have you ever looked at a picture from the past and you saw your progress so clearly, but at the time you couldn't see it and you stopped? And you didn't finish it. You didn't get to the result that you wanted. You didn't go to fruition. You didn't build it all the way. And you look at the picture and you say, man, had I known that I was really on the path and I was making progress, or had I known that I was going in the right direction, I would have continued. I would have went harder. I would have been more determined. And that's why I'm here today, to shine the light and just remind you that you are making progress. That's what faith is all about. That's why scripture says we walk by faith, not by sight. Don't walk by your sight today, because things are not as they appear. Things are not as they appear. Walk according to your vision, your faith. What did you see when you first started? What made you get on this path? What motivated, what inspired you? What lit a fire under you? And you picked up the idea and you ran with it. You began to build it and develop it and create it. Stay in that energy, because you are making progress. You may not see it now. The circumstances around you are lying to you. They're not real. They're not telling the truth. You can make it. You are the one for the job. You are the one to create this and carve this new generational path. You are the, yes, change your life, transform. Yes, you don't need permission, approval, or validation. Your permission is enough. Your permission is enough. The mere fact that you decided to do it is enough. I want you to think about that. Capture that gem in your Attractive Thinker notebook. And remember, get your copy of the Attractive Thinker on Amazon. You're going to need it going forward. Dr. Tony Hatton, your identity coach and get to the root specialist at theattractivethinker.guru. My life's work, it's always to make your life better. Remember, it is not what you're going through. It's how you're viewing it. Think attractively, and I'll see you soon.